Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. Now for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Jared Patterson. Coach, Salem Tigers took on St. James Tigers in their first home game of the year. It was a nice crowd on hand, and he had 3 games to go through from the freshmen all the way through the varsity. Some very interesting games, but again, St. James got the best of the varsity, but they came out on fire with 20 points in the first and second quarters. Coach, they were a little bit different team than they were at Sullivan, but still they got such great speed and shooting. You can't take them, not even for a second, lightly, can you?
Yeah, St. James, they always have a really good basketball team, very fast, very athletic, a lot of seniors, and they played us really tough. They hit some shots early and just caught fire and couldn't stop that first half and really built a big lead on us, and we were in a hole early and just trying to catch up the rest of the game, and, they hit the shots, but came up short in a home game. Unfortunate, but we're learning from it, working at it. And hopefully down the road we'll get another shot at St. James.
They seem to cut off our inside game a little bit. Maybe they changed their defense up a little bit. They did look like they were really working on Wofford and Sapal to keep them from getting the ball as much. Did you see that, Coach?
Yeah. We knew there was going to be adjustments. We knew they were going to double-team Sapal in the post there, and they did a pretty good job of keeping it out of his hands, and he's been real effective for us the last few times we played him. So we had to rely more on our guards. And we hit some shots in that second, third quarter to get us kind of back in it competitive, but it was too big a hole. And, we got to keep it a little closer, tight on those big runs and make it a more competitive game early.
So coming off back-to-back losses for the first time this year, tonight's kind of a very pivotal game because you're going into the Kabul Holiday Tournament, obviously, but you're going over that stretch of games like over the holidays, Coach, where things get a little bit disjointed. Practices, you can't really hold them here and can't hold them there. So you had a full week of practice this week. How did it go, Coach?
This week was great. We were able to get in the gym, our JV and varsity, and work all week and get better. Worked on a lot of things that we haven't got to work on yet because we've had so many games early in the year. But the boys worked hard this week. We got better. We don't make it easy. We have a tough schedule to start the year. So we have to get after it early and get ahead. And then we feel real confident over Christmas break that we'll have a good tournament in Kabul. But a big one at the Lake of the Ozarks tonight. It'll be a big game for us.
The Camdenton Lakers, always a tough place to play and a tough team to beat. And I know we've gone up there and played competitively. Haven't always come out on the right end of it, Coach. But this is a very difficult game because it's a tough place to play. And the Lakers are a very good team, aren't they?
Yes, we haven't had much luck against the Camdenton Lakers the last few years. And so going into Christmas break, this could be a huge boost for our boys, just confidence. Not even just winning, but just playing good basketball, getting back on track, and give a little confidence going into this Christmas tournament.
Now, we won't be covering the Christmas tournament on KSMO, but it's still a vital part of the Christmas holiday schedule because you're going to be in Kabul. You're going to have some very good competition. Well, we saw, as a matter of fact, the Bunker team last night beat a very good East Carter team by 26 points, and they did not have a great game. And you know, a number one seed like that, it's going to be very difficult to beat. But you just got to take it one game at a time, don't you, Coach?
Yes, we start that the day after Christmas, so, we don't have much time off here. We start with 12 seed Summersville Wildcats, and then if we move forward, we'll face some other teams, but it's always a good tournament for us. 16 teams, kind of a fun little deal right after Christmas, a lot of good basketball, but we want to be on the high note going to that game.
But you can't look ahead to the Kabul tournament with the Lakers coming up because we know how tough they can be. They usually have a pretty good inside game, but the last couple of times we've gone up there, Coach, they've had some very good outside play, too. Their guards have been very good.
Yes, they. It seems like the same thing every game here to start the year. They got some fast, athletic guards that can really shoot it. And then they got one big guy inside that is really strong, very similar to Gavin Sapal. So it'll be definitely a good test, playing a 5A school on the road right before Christmas. It's always tough, but our boys have worked hard this week. They've never beaten Camdenton, So tonight will be a fun one.
Well, Coach, the very best tonight against the Lakers of Camdenton, and get that pre-holiday jitters out of the way so you get ready for that tournament at Kabul. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is next.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found Good RX. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 subscriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront pricing.
And same-day pickup.
That's Good RX, the no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. And now get ready for Salem Tiger basketball, right here on KSMO Media.
We welcome you to the Lake of the Ozarks. We're in Camdenton. Stan Stevens along with Caden Moody. He's pinch hitting. He did some of the JV game prior to this, recorded it. Going to go back and take a listen. Good. Yeah, love to have Caden along. And he gives a little bit of insight to the game that I can't do because I was not a player in the Salem system. You watched the JV game, Caden. Tell us a little bit about how that was very one-sided. The Salem Tigers JV came out super strong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they played really well, Stan. You know, they had a big, massive win. So they created a lot of turnovers, and they got points off turnovers, and they just kind of carried away with it. So I don't think Camdenton scored their first points until the second quarter with like 3:35 to go. So they played a really good game.
And the Salem Tigers freshmen also came out with a win. They had a big lead in that one and almost kind of gave it away.
Yeah, they played really well until the fourth quarter, and then they had about minute 30 to go, and then gave it to just try to keep coming along, but they came away with a win.
Well, we are here at Camden. I want to thank our ladies at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. See Alicia, Candy, or Katie, 101 West 4th Street downtown. Don't forget you can sign up for the big KSMO giveaway. That's all going to be drawn on Monday, so you definitely want to get over there and get that done right now. We're going to take a 90-second break. As we're getting ready for our national anthem, we'll come back with the play-by-play and the starting lineups when we return. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media back in 90 seconds.
Reality check number 36. Shouldn't your personal banker know you, well, personally? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. The first thing we do is get to know you. Are you a planner or a last-second guy? Have a house full of crazy kids or an empty nest? We aren't just your banker. We're your neighbor who helps with money. We might even spring for a cup next time we see you in the coffee shop. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
Let Country Mart in Salem help you get ready for the upcoming holiday season. At Country Mart, you'll find a variety of fresh-cut Christmas trees, beautiful red and assorted color poinsettias, stocking stuffers, and assorted fresh chase candy. Country Mart can also help you with those upcoming family and party gatherings, as they can prepare meat and cheese trays, fresh fruit and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, and so much more. Merry Christmas from your friends at Country Mart on Highway 3272 East, right here in Salem.
Hey, we want to send a big thank you out to the United Country Salem Realty for sponsoring our intro to Salem Tiger basketball. Babette Wells, a broker owner. She'll answer any questions you might have about real estate listing or properties they already have listed. If you're trying to buy, sell, or even rent, get in touch with them. Drop by 605 South Main Street or call 573-729-3148. United Country Salem Realty. Flying W Boutique, Look Glass Salon, bringing the starting lineups for tonight. Lincoln Thomas will be starting out as a guard for the Salem Tigers. Ryan Hallinar, Brayton Gaps, Gavin Sable, and Eli Wofford up front for the Salem Tigers. And for Camdenton, it'll be Brady Rapp, Aiden Pogue, Michael Machino, Alan Pogue, and Bryce Branson. That's the starters for tonight's game. Our tip-off on the game is brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strady, your agent, can assist you with your auto, home, life, business, other insurance. If you are a renter, too, don't forget you need renter's insurance as well. Get like Willie and get yourself covered. He promises professionalism and quality customer service. Just call him 573-729-4941 or stop by 1414 West Scenic Groves Boulevard. Salem and Camdenton, each team at 500. Camdenton at 2-2. Salem at 3-3 on the year. So, an interesting game. I'm thinking tonight they always have those games right before the holidays. And, of course, the Cool tournament coming up for the Salem Tigers. As Sapah goes up against Branson, and it'll be tipped by Sapah, but it goes into the hands of the Lakers player, Brady Rapp. He'll bring it up to the timeline. We're underway here in this varsity contest. Salem has won the first two games here tonight at the Lake. Let's see if they can come back here, but they got late. Ryan Hallinar let his man go, and that was Machino. He lays it in on a good pass right through the slot. He let him go, and it paid.
Yeah, he went back door, and it was a great move.
Back comes the Tigers. Lincoln Thomas has the ball. Goes in the corner to Hallinar. Hallinar on top. Waiting for it there is Wofford. Trying to find some open room. Can't. Goes back to Thomas to the paint. Underneath the safe ball, but he's double teamed. Trying to get that shot off. He does. He draws the foul, but he does not make the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Shino gets the foul. Sapah in there. I want to say Carolina blue uniforms totally. They don't have any navy on this at all. It's a really weird looking look, but it's white numbers, white trim for the Salem Tigers. As Sapah gets 1 out of 2, and Salem still trails it 1-0. As Machino brings down that rebound the other way. Having the ball in the corner, trying to make his way in is Pogue. Pogue trying to get away from Thomas. Goes in the corner to Rapp for the three. It's good. 5-1 with a minute gone here in the first quarter as Braden Gaps will bring it up. Salem Tigers have lost their last two games to Waynesville and to St. James. Thomas going left side to Hallinar on the perimeter. Back to Wofford right at the top of the key. Looking inside, trying to dance his way in. He can't. Goes back to Hallinar in the left corner. Hallinar right to Sapah, that high post, kicks to the paint. The low shot. Can't get it to go. Wofford has the rebound. Trying to put it back up. He does. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul. Wofford got that rebound. Probably should have put it right back up the moment. He did not. And Branson gets the foul as Wofford's free throw is good. Then he wanted to put it back up. Was able to draw the foul, but couldn't get the shot to fall.
It was a good, strong move, though. I mean, he got it and they put it back up.
Eli hits them both. 5-3 our score. Salem with some pressure, and right down the middle of the floor comes the Camdenton Lakers. That shot blocked by Hallinar, tapped up by Rapp. He goes down the other way to the left corner, pulls up, goes back to Gaps. Gaps, the top of the key to the paint, all the way down. He lays it home. Nice pick set there by Sapal, Caden.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he made the right move, right decision. Then Gaps got an easy layup.
5-5 our score, and a pushing foul called on Gaps. Kind of a nonsensical foul there as he was in the offensive zone and really had no play on Aiden Pogue to try and steal it. So he gets his first foul. It's not usually a Braden Gaps kind of move. With the ball, Rapp guarded there by Wofford. Salem with some pressure up front. And down comes the other way, underneath the basket. It's Machino kicking it out on top. The three-pointer's up and good. As Pogue was left all alone at the top of the key, and he hits it back the other way to Salem Tigers. Wofford underneath, throws it right into the leg of the Lakers. They come down the other way, wide open, laying it up and in as Alan Pogue. The Tigers with their first turnover of the night, first steal by the Lakers, and they now have a 10-5 lead. Wofford with 5:23 to go. Trying to find his way in. It's a short jumper. It misses. Trying to tip it. Ball still on the floor. Picked up by Wofford on a little tip by Hallinar. Good job by Hallinar to get that ball back. Comes outside to Thomas and now to Gaps. Salem will reset. Gaps guarded there by Pogue. Getting it back to Hallinar, right side pass, Billington Thomas beyond the three-point line, right in front of the Laker bench. And now Safepaw draws the foul and hits the basket. Nice job. The foul will be on Pogue. That'll be his first. Got Alan Pogue. You got Aiden Pogue. Safepaw, who's 1 for 2 from the stripe. Misses that one. Brought down by Hallinar. Back to Safepaw. 7-footer. Good. Count the basket. And another foul. Safepaw got his own rebound. Puts it home. And then draws the foul. He's got 5. And he'll shoot another one. Another foul called on Branson. His second. And we're tied at 10 after that free throw. Good by Safepaw. 4:48 to go first quarter, 10-10 the score. Again, a little bit of pressure in the forecourt by Salem, but not like there has been, as Rapp has it for Camdenton. They're in their white uniforms over to Machino. Machino out beyond the three-point line, left side. Giving it back off to Pogue. Pogue out near center court, and the Camdenton Lakers logo. He drives into the paint, tries a little running jumper. It will not fall for him. Ball loose as Machino kicks it back out. Trying to drive his way in as Aiden Pogue goes in the corner. The three-pointer there is up off the rim and then off the support. On a shot taken in the corner by Aiden Pogue. Salem will have the ball under the basket. Half-court defense by the Lakers as Naeem Parker checks in. And now a pick going to be called on Hallinar. That's going to be in the offensive zone. You hate that. That's a turnover. And then Hallinar gets a foul. He intentionally tried to run into Naeem. You can't do that. You can bump him, but you can't try and take him out of his path.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they really needed to get a point right there, but that was unfortunate right there.
Pogue has it. Comes down to Naeem, and Parker shot blocked there by Safepaw. They battle for it on the ground. They're going to have a jump ball possession will favor the Salem Tigers. First turnover by the Lakers. Naeem Parker, about 6'6", their tallest player. Ragsdale checks in for Wofford. Cunningham comes in the game for Gaps. Cunningham comes in the game for Hallinar. Gaps walks it up. Fires left side to Cunningham beyond the three-point line on the left wing. Goes to Thomas. He's open from the top of the key for three, but it won't go. Brought down by Gaps. Puts it back up and in off the glass. A nice sweet kiss there by Gaps after the rebound. He's got 4. Salem with their first lead. And now Naheem Parker all alone on the low post, lays it home. Nice pass work there by Lakers to get it to him, and he was wide open. Back the other way, Salem. Here's Ragsdale. 12-12 our score first quarter. 3:05 left to go. Pass comes back to Thomas. Right side pass to Gaps, all beyond the three-point arc. Gaps lost the ball and dove on. That should have been a travel call. Nothing made. Long pass down to Machino. Machino against Ragsdale, and Ragsdale will foul him and send him to the line to shoot two. Salem's third turnover, second steal. And Machino will go to shoot two. Legends Auto, 500 West St. Louis Boulevard in Salem. Proud to support your Salem Tigers, keeping your vehicle in tip-top shape no matter what the season. Get on by and see them, or you can give them a call, 573-729-2884. Legends Auto, proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Machino missed his first one, and the second one also no good. Brought down by Sapah. Handing it off to Ryan Cunningham. Quick pass to Gaps down the right wing in front of the Laker bench. Goes back on top to Cunningham between the circles. Now to Sapah. To the paint, to the hole. Puts it up. It will not fall, but he draws a foul. He'll shoot two. Gavin driving that paint.
Yeah, it was a good pump fake right there. He had the fake pass, and then he got the drive in, and that's why he got the foul call on him.
And the free throw is no good. Next shot is good. 13-12, Salem with a lead. Trying to get up the floor is Pogue. Pogue guarded there by Cunningham. Trying to make his way in, and they're going to call a foul on Cunningham. That's a pretty weak foul.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
That was barely a touch. With the ball right now, going down low, getting that one up and in is Allen Pogue. He scores to give the Lakers a lead of 1 point. Gaps the other way down to Thomas. 2:05 to go in this, the first quarter. Gaps across the Ragsdale in the corner, Cunningham, left side. Back on top to Thomas. Thomas backs up, goes back to Gaps. Man-to-man coverage now by the Lakers. They had been in a zone. And now the shot blocked there by Parker Wyheem. He blocks another one. And then a nice job by Sapah after Naheem Parker blocked two shots back-to-back. And then Sapah, with a little bit of basketball IQ, banked that ball off him to keep the ball in the hands of the Salem Tigers. Now the inbound comes in. A shot up, it will not go. And Sapah will draw the foul on Parker. And again, he'll be shooting two. Right now, he's a 50% shooter. Parker with his first foul. This will be free throws 7 and 8 of this first quarter. That's quite a hefty amount for one guy. Eli Wofford made his two, so that'll be 10 free throws Salem has in this first quarter, and that one missed. A lane violation. Oh, Ragsdale's going to be called for a foul. Not a lane violation. Saw the official point, did not see that he's going to call a foul on Ragsdale. That will now be a bonus shot for the Lakers. Not a good foul by Hayden Ragsdale on the free throw. We've had a couple of kind of questionable fouls here to start the game for the Salem Tigers, especially this one on a free throw with a 14-14 score, and Parker hits. Parker got 3 points, trying for that fourth one. He does not get it. Ball's tipped, comes down by Sapah. He's got 3 of rebounds in this first quarter. Now Gaps, just a quick 3 off the iron, brought down by Cunningham. Cunningham against Parker, takes a 3 from the corner, and it's no good. Brought down by Sapah. Baby shook shot, it's good.
Good job by Gavin Sapah right there. Way to get the rebound and then go straight up with it.
Sapah with 4 rebounds. So spin move by Machino. That will not go. Very athletic move by Sapah to grab that rebound. That's his 5th of this first quarter. Salem up by 1. 16-15. Gaps has it with 1:05 to go. We are in the first quarter. Backdoor pass to Wofford. Shot up, no good. He's fouled by Parker. And the Salem Tigers have been aggressive on that low end, drawing foul after foul. That is, unofficially, I have is 6 fouls for the Lakers, but all but one have been shooting fouls. In fact, they have all been shooting fouls, and Wofford misses that one. Next one by Wofford is no good. Brought down by the Lakers, and then Wofford's going to foul, and that'll allow the Lakers to come back, and they will shoot 3 or shoot 2. And as Rapp will come down, he'll shoot free throws. Eli went for the steal, ended up getting the foul. These officials, I mean to tell you, the lightest little touch, and they're calling it. 1 minute exactly on the clock. Start to see these fouls start racking up, and some of your better players are going to find themselves on the bench. Rapp will shoot 2, and he missed that one. Salem also has 6 fouls in this first quarter. Krause, Petrov, Diaz checks in for the Lakers. That one also no good, but take it down and put back up and missed by Pogue. The Tigers bring it down on the other side. That's another one for Sapal, and he's got 6 in this first quarter. Pass outside to Thomas. Thomas on the left wing now moves back between the circles to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to drive into the paint to the hole. 7-footer partially blocked. Comes down in the hands of Cunningham as it came right back to him. On top to Sapal. To the paint, to the hole. And a travel call on Gavin Sapal. He did shift the feet. Got a little excited. He saw the opening, and he just tried to shift both feet at the same time. Doesn't work. 28 seconds to go. Rapp will bring it up. Rapp for the Lakers. They're in white uniforms with yellow numbers. Barely outlined in black. Rapp to the baseline. Bounces it off his foot out of bounds. Second turnover by the Lakers. Salem leads it by 1 here if the first quarter. Just got 16, I'll make that 18 seconds left. Wofford gets it in the Gaps, right back to Wofford. Full court pressure by the Lakers. Back to Gaps. Gaps with 12 seconds left gets away. 3-on-2. Gaps now lets them all catch back up. Kicks it outside on a baseline to Thomas. His shot no good. Sapal the rebound. He scores. And that'll do it for this first quarter. The Salem Tigers get 18 points in this first quarter to 15 for the Lakers. And they lead after 1. 18-15 on the strength of Gavin Sapal and his rebounding and shooting ability. We'll take a 1-minute break and come right back. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
In a world where everything is digital, your payments should be too. Time is precious. Digital payments provide a quick and simple way to make secure purchases. The Bank of Salem recognizes the need for digital payment convenience and is excited for you to enjoy a new way to pay. We now support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Fitbit, Garmin, and MasterPass. To enroll, call or stop by either Bank of Salem location today and let us help make your shopping experience easier. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Holiday savings are going on now at Napa Auto Parts store in Salem. You'll find ice scrapers and snow brushes starting at $5.39. Cold weather essentials starting at $2.49 each. And Scott shop towels starting at $3.89. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Or give them a call, 573-729-4156.
I want to thank our friends at Denton County Farm Supply for being a proud supporter of Salem Tigers. Feed, fertilizers, mowers, weed eaters, everything you're going to need for the home and the farm. They're locally owned, 1716 Scenic Rivers Boulevard. And it looks like we have fouls on both sides.
Looks like the fouls are going to be on Brady Rapp and Lincoln Thomas, Stan.
Okay. I was reading that ad, and I saw that the official had blown the whistle. So just more fouls adding up. Each team went out with a foul. We hadn't even started the second quarter. Pass comes underneath the Machino. Kicks it outside. The 3 to tie it is off the rim. No good, and it's out of bounds. Taken there by Patrov Diaz. Patrov Diaz sounds like a Russian and a kind of a Mexican. It doesn't roll off the tongue, I'll put it that way. Petrov Diaz. Quickly the other way, Cunningham has it for the Salem Tigers beyond the three-point line. Left side, pass to Thomas. Inside it goes to Wofford. Straight to the hole, and he lost control of it. He had a wide open path to the basket, and Eli got a little bit of interference from the guy, but turned the ball over. That's the 5th turnover for Salem Tigers in this first half. Back the other way. It's Pogue. Pogue, top of the key. Starts to try and drive in against Wofford. Spins, gets it back, kicks it outside to Aiden Pogue. That shot is too short, but it comes out to Rapp. Rapp in the corner. Back on top to Aiden Pogue. Trying to dance around. His brother Alan Pogue goes inside off the glass to Diaz, and he scores. (18-17). Salem with the lead. Played just over a minute here in the second quarter. Thomas looking inside, gets it down low to Sapaw. Double team to the paint, to the hole, and they're going to cross Sapaw for a charge. Thought he might kick it out there instead of trying that move. With double team, they had a guy in front and a guy in back. Instead, he draws a charge. 6 turnover for Salem Tigers the other way. Alan Pogue giving it to his brother Aiden Pogue. And Aiden walks with the ball, actually carried it. He walked with it too, but got another turnover. Used to call that cupping the ball. They call it carrying the ball. They call it wristing the ball. They've called it a number of different things, Caden. But it still is a turnover.
Just about anything, Stan.
It's still a turnover. Half-court defense for the Lakers as Gapsh and Wofford will bring it up with no pressure whatsoever, getting it to Cunningham. 18-17 our score. Very tight ball game. Here's Gapsh, a three-pointer. It's off the iron. And then Sapaw trying to tip it and bring it back. Is knocked out of bounds by Rapp. Gavin almost had another rebound. He had 6 in that first quarter. 6. Pass comes inside to Wofford all the way out beyond the three-point line. Trying to dance in, and now he comes up and down, and a foul's going to be called, though, on, I think, Machino. And Michael Machino have 2. Wofford went up with the ball. I think the pass that Machino reached in and just jammed him up. Got the foul, though. Otherwise, it would have been a travel call. Lincoln Thomas inside. It comes to Gap's little baby hook shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot, too. It has been a game of fouls, and I think that's going to be on Brody Reese. Or it's going to be on Diaz. No, it's going to be on Reese. Oh, I'm sorry, Boston Borby, who just checked in the game. So Borby gets the foul. And they made some substitutions here. Free throw is not made by Gapsh. He's really struggled here lately.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, you can't be. It's hard to be consistent throughout the whole season, Stan. So you're gonna have some cold moments, but I think he can figure it out here late in the game.
Well, he's got 5 points, but normally pretty much an 80% free throw shooter, and the first one was off the front of the rim. That's not normal for Braden Gapsh. Out near center court, waiting with it is Alan Pogue. Goes left side, trying to get a little bit of space out there is Rapp. Rapp on the perimeter, backs out, resets the play for the Lakers. They're down by 2, 19-17. Rapp to the paint, kicks it outside. The three-pointer's up and off the strut, but into the hands of Gapsh. He brings it down quickly the other way. Gapsh to the paint, to the hole, short jumper, good. That's the Braden Gapsh we know. Rebounding coast to coast. Pulls up, did not charge. Guy was standing there waiting for the charge, didn't happen. 21-17 our score, all the way down, kicking it outside is Rapp to Aiden. Now back in the corner, walking with that ball was Boston Borby. He and Brady Rapp were both in the corner. Somebody was in the wrong place, and he backed it up. Gapsh brings up, stayed in the half-court defense. 1-3-1 zone right now for the Lakers. They go inside to Thomas does the Salem Tigers passer, Ryan Cunningham. Now back to Wofford. Wofford down low is going to walk in the paint. Looks like Lehigh wanted to do one thing and then decided to change their mind and try to do something else. You can't do that once you start moving your feet.
Yeah, absolutely. I really thought I saw Baseball open as well.
Well, he was open. That might be what drew him away. In the pass, Brady Rapp goes into the Salem Tiger bench. Nobody near that pass. 4:55 to go. It's been a very disjointed second period as Thomas gets it on time to Wofford. A lot of turnovers in this quarter. Here's Cunningham, a short jumper. It pinballs off the iron, tipped up by Safepaw, would not fall, and then it's brought down, and a foul going to be called on Cunningham. I believe that was brought down by Pogue. And Cunningham will get his second foul. Ragsdale's going to come in for Cunningham. 21-17. It was 18-15 at the end of one. Salem has scored 3. Lakers have scored 2. 1 point, Salem Tiger lead. Ball goes in the corner to Pogue. Pogue takes it right to the hole, puts it up and in. Little baby left hook. And Aiden Pogue gets his first points of the night. It's a 2-point Salem Tiger lead. Gapsh. Left side to Lincoln Thomas. Trying to get it inside does to Ragsdale, who's cutting through. Back to Thomas. Now to Wofford. In the zone is the Lakers. Ragsdale outside to Lincoln. Thomas looks inside. Nothing there. Goes to Wofford to the hole to the paint. He's going to get called for the charge. Lakers are setting it up on the low post to take a charge. And Wofford just went right into their plan. They let him go right there, and he put, you're going to have to alter your drive to the basket. Why the good players sometimes go the other side so they don't get that charge. And Wofford that time just decided he was going to take it right to that low post, and he went, and he got the foul. Quickly the other way, short jumper up and good. By number 24, and that's Alan Pogue. He's got 9, and the tide has turned a little bit for Salem. It's a 21-21 game on some turnovers. Too many of them. 8 now in the first half. Here's Cunningham. Stops. Left side pass. Waiting for it. There's Thomas. Down to Sapaw. Sapaw gets by one man. Now off the glass. It missed. Brought down and controlled by Pogue. Quickly the other way. Stopping is Brody Boston. He puts it up and in. Should say Boston Brody, not Brody Boston. Looks the same on the paper. Anyway, nonetheless, they got the lead. They have to go to the last 6 straight points. Salem with 3 turnovers in that period. Now here's Gapsh, a 3 from the corner. It's off the iron. Brought down by Pogue. Quickly the other way. Transition game. Off to brother Aiden Pogue. And Aiden hits the 3. Game has changed in a heartbeat. 26-21, 9 straight points for the Lakers. Inside to Sapaw, to the hole, trying to get the shot up. He does, but again, missed it. Comes out almost out of bounds, brought down by Diaz, and back come the Lakers. 26-21, they lead it here in the second quarter. Quick pass down to Borby. Boston Borby trying to get away from Sapaw. Underneath, stops, puts it up, and Sapaw falls into him and draws the foul. And he'll shoot 2. Salem now with 14 fouls. For Sapaw, that's his second. Ragsdale, Wofford, Sapaw, Cunningham, all with 2 fouls. The free throw no good. Fortunately for the Salem Tigers, the Lakers are 1 for 7 from the stripe. Ragsdale and Sapaw each check out. Almar back in the game. Cunningham back in the game. That free throw is good. And a timeout is called on the floor. With a score, it's the Lakers 27, Salem 21. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
You want want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Welcome back to Camdenton, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. They can find you the right property in farm, hunting, and recreational outdoor property sales. Your land specialist there is Jenna Deason. She'll be more than happy to help you out. Let her take care of you. Call her 573-247-0521. Right there, right across the street from the courthouse. Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Jenna Deason, your contact person. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers. Salem down by 6 right now. They've given up the last 10 points. And outscored badly in this second quarter, but they have turned the ball over badly in this second quarter. Here's Wofford with it. Wofford, who has 2 fouls, gives it back to Cunningham, who also has 2 fouls. All about handing it off to Gaps. Now man-to-man coverage by the Lakers. They've swapped off of their zone. Down in the corner, here comes Hallinar all the way across. It goes to Gaps on the baseline. Stops, 10-footer. Good. Well, breaks that 10-point streak. But still Salem being outscored pretty bad right now in this quarter, 12-5. 8 turnovers for Salem in this first half. They've scored off 5 of them. The other way, it's the Lakers playing on the perimeter. Here's Diaz, Petrov Diaz in the corner. Another three-pointer up off the rim. No good. Brought down by Borby. Borby, though, hands it right off to Cunningham, who steals it. That turnover, the 7th now for the Lakers. 1:10 to go. Clock not moving either. And down comes Cunningham. That shot misses with a rebound. It's Wofford, and he puts it in. So we still have 1:11 left to go in this first half, and that clock's not moving. The clock on the scoreboard in the middle is moving, but the clock on the side is not. Pass comes out to Diaz for 3. It will not go. Gaps has a rebound. Gaps the other way. Gaps taking it down on the baseline. Underneath, lays it up. Missed it. Brought down by Wofford. Puts it back up. Missed it. Brought down and controlled there by Pogue. Down by 4. Pogue the other way. Down to 14 seconds left. Goes out on top to Rapp. Rapp puts it in the corner to Aiden Pogue. Now Rapp to the paint, to the hole. Drives in. Shot up and good. And Rapp will score with 1 second left. And no buzzer because it's attached to the other clock, which isn't working. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. 29-23 is our score here at the halftime. Well, where they got that. They gave the 2 points for Rapp to the Salem Tigers. I don't know why, but they did. Anyway, we are here at halftime. Salem Tigers trail the Lakers going into halftime, and they're going to have to do something about the turnovers. This is, hey, they had this game with a 4-point lead. They were rolling, and they let it slip away.
Yeah, absolutely. They played really well in the first quarter, and then they kept going, and they got faster and faster. And then the Camdenton defense, they played really well, and then they created turnovers, and then that's how they're up right now at halftime.
29-25 is what they have on the scoreboard, but I don't think that's right. We're going to have to come back and check that out. Anyway, we'll take a 3-minute break and return with stats in the first half. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, 1 child, 1 big impact.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. Town Screen is one of the most affordable ways to advertise your special event, business, yard sale, or even send congratulations to someone for as low as $15 per week. With 21 locations in the Salem market and 16 more in the Houston market, Town Screen also gives added value to their users by offering free ad service to the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the Town Screen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
And we welcome you back to Camdenton. Salem Tigers. Actually, they've got the score right. Kind of shocked me because that's not the way it looked, but they actually have it right. So we'll go with that. Anyway, 29-25 is our score at halftime. We were kind of, Kate and I were questioning that because they've had it in 2 different locations, and they had it in different locations, had different scores. It was very, very interesting. 12 points by Gavin Sapal to lead the way. He has 7 rebounds as well, so he's had a very good half. But all 12 of those points came in the first quarter. Now, so he scored nothing in the second quarter, only had 1 rebound that time, and also drew 2 fouls in that time. 9 points for Braden Gaps in that first half, and he had 3 rebounds. It was 1 for 2 for shooting from the free throw line. And then Eli Wofford had 4 points, and you add all that up, that's 25. And that's the only scores we had. Salem has had a pretty good rebounding day. They've got 14 rebounds versus the 8 for the Lakers, but they're down by 4. They are 7 of 14 from the stripe. If they were shooting a little bit better, this game would be tied. If they're shooting 75%, the Lakers, there's 2 for 8 from the stripe. So there's a big difference there. Lakers have a leading score of Alan Pogue with 9, 5 points for Brady Rapp, 5 points for Aiden Pogue, 3 for Boston Borby, 2 for Krause Petrov Diaz, and a 3 for Naheem Parker in the game. For the Lakers, they have 2 for Michael Machino. He got the first 2 of the game. They are, as I mentioned, 2 of 8 from the free throw line. They have 8 rebounds in the contest. 7 turnovers for Camden, 8 for the Salem Tigers, 3 steals for them, 2 steals for the Salem Tigers in that first half. A fairly even game, but the Salem Tigers had a 21-17 lead with about 3.5 minutes left to go in that half. Caden, things just imploded.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really good. I mean, they played really well the first quarter, and then it just kind of fell apart. But Salem Tigers need to do, coming out of the half, they need to minimize the turnovers. And what they really do, what I saw Camdenton did is when we shot the ball, they had a leaker come out, and then they had transition points. They had a lot of transition points. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have a guy and stop him with the transition points right there.
You have to have somebody out there spotting for that leaker and then get out there and get with them so they can pick that ball up. That did not happen in the first half. All the Tigers seem to be dwelling in on the rebound, unfortunately even crashing the boards on the rebound. If you don't get it, you're leaving yourself wide open to a very easy basket on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing is, like, if you can't get the rebounds, it's kind of hard to win a basketball game. It doesn't care how many points you have. If you can't get rebounds, then it's really hard to win a basketball game.
But even if you do, if you miss the shots, the Salem Tigers have been missing those 2-footers again. And I know it's not, everybody says, hockey misses a 2-footer. They practice them all the time. Well, they don't practice them with a guy hanging on them.
Yeah.
They don't practice them with somebody coming in and trying to cut their knees out. You know, it's a little bit different. Now, again, it is a 2-footer, and they need to be able to hit those shots. However, again, it's not always just cut and dry like, oh, yeah, he's just standing there doing nothing. Now, when those do happen, then you sit there, how can they miss? Well, because they think it's automatic. Not always automatic. You do have to concentrate. So, you know, again, Tigers played a great first 10 minutes of the game. They really played outstanding. That last 2.5 minutes, not so great. But they did get back to within 4, 29-25 here at Camdenton. Want to tell you, our friends at Salem Memorial Hospital want to remind you that you can get your care taken care of right here in Denton County. Salem Memorial Hospital provides the emergency care you need, outpatient services, and the swing bed recovery. Remember, you might have surgery in St. Louis or Springfield, but you can get that recovery done in Salem, and you're closer to home. Saves a lot of time driving. Can't get places to stay sometimes. Hey, bring them back home. And swing beds are easy to do. All you got to do is tell them that's where you want them, and that's where they have to take them. Now, with a renewed commitment to compassion and quality, Salem Hospital looking for caring for you. Learn more at smdh.net. Salem Memorial Hospital, your health, your community. We are at halftime. I do want to remind you that this third quarter coming up, the tip-off of that, or the inbound, will be brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader in the Salem 1414 West St. Louis Boulevard outfit on the west side. 729-4941. Get in touch with Willie about all your insurance needs. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Come right back with the second half of this game. It's the Lakers 29, the Tigers 25. Back in 2 minutes, Tiger basketball. KSMO Media.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem.
Welcome back to the Lake Meadows-Ark Animal Health Center. They are a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Dr. Ashley Cunningham can be your vet for your pets or for your livestock. 573-729-4031, 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Don't forget about our friends at Salem License Office. You know, they will be closed for Christmas. 1104 South Main Street. I believe they're going to be closed Christmas Eve as well. 573-729-8305. Give them a call for any of your licensure needs, whether it be a vehicle, your boat, your airplane, or maybe just a new ID. They can get you taken care of at Salem License Office. And your friends at Jet Tire and Auto, 800 South Park Avenue, have a great collection of tires, off-road accessories, and custom wheels. You don't want to check that out. 573-729-3650, providing professional level service with that down-home feel. Jet Tire and Auto. Lakers with a 4-point lead as we go to halftime. Salem Tigers will start the ball in the inbound, as we mentioned, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Appreciate Caden Moody's coming along, getting some insights. He's heard it, seen it, done it here recently. I haven't done it, seen it, or done it in 40-something years. So good to have that back. Salem Tigers inbound it. It's Gaps with it out near center court. Trying this drive. He gets cut off. Goes back to Thomas. Lincoln on the perimeter. Finds a little gap. Takes it to the hole and lays it up, but it missed. Brought down and controlled by Rapp. Talked about those missed 2-footers. There's another one for the Salem Tigers. Usually from a guy that doesn't miss. Now the three-pointer taken, missed right there. Halinar slow to the rebound, brought down by Machino. Goes underneath, stolen away, though, by the Tigers. Here they come the other way. Thomas again trying to lay up. No good. Brought down, put back up by Gaps. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. So Rapp will get his second foul on that, and Gaps will go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first. I like to see Salem shoot about 70 to 80% from the stripe. It's 50%. And again, we missed, so we're 1 for 2. Gaps can't get it. Ball's hipped. And here comes the other way, Pogue. Pogue trying to bounce it down, stolen away by the Tigers, Wofford. And here they come back. Wofford all the way down, lays it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, trying to go back up with it. Does. Missed again. And the ball tipped down and brought down by Pogue to the outside. 2 tries at it and still couldn't get it to go. They go on the outside of Machino. Back to Pogue. Pogue beyond 3, goes on top. They slow it down to Allen Pogue from Aiden Pogue. The ball now Rapp. Right side pass Machino. Machino looking inside, wanted to go back to Rapp. Couldn't do it. Hands this one off to Bryce Branch, who's back in the ball game after getting 2 fouls very quickly in the first half. Pass goes to Machino on top. They're spreading it out. Lakers looking for an opening. Taking it down. Ball tip comes back to Branson. Fires it all the way across the floor to Machino. Out of Pogue. Pogue to the hole. And Pogue is going to get fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Much more controlled game by the Lakers here in the second half. And the foul's going to be called on Wofford. Salem's had chances to tie this game and have not been able to produce. And another missed free throw by the Lakers. They're 2 for 9. Salem Tigers, 8 of 16. Wofford checks out. Cunningham back in. Next free throw is also no good, but Halinar couldn't bring down the rebound. It's going to go off of Cunningham out of bounds. Halinar, I don't know why Ryan didn't get that rebound, was standing right there, and then it's like maybe he didn't see it because it looked like a delayed reaction. Ball went right, almost hit him in the head. He just never, I guess, saw the ball come off the backboard. Inbound pass comes to Rapp. Rapp on near center court. Guarded there by Thomas. Man-to-man coverage by the Tigers. Underneath it goes. Shot, though, laid up and in by Pogue. And the lead is up to 5 for the Lakers. Quickly the other way, Sapah. Handing it off to Gaps. Gaps to the paint, to the hole, lays it up and in. He's got 12. The Tigers back to within a 3-pointer. And with it right now, it's Aiden Pogue. Gets it over the timeline, hands it off to Rapp. Rapp to the middle of the floor, drives down to the 3-point line and backs it up, gives it off to Allen Pogue. Guarded there by Thomas. Again, man-to-man coverage by Salem. Pass goes back door. Nice play, but a foul called on Thomas as Pogue missed the shot. It was a little bit too deep. I think it was underneath the backboard.
Yeah, it was a good backdoor pass right there.
It was a great backdoor pass, but I think it was a little too deep for him by the foul called on Thomas. And shooting is Bogue, and he makes that one. So Alan Pogue, who missed his previous two, makes that one and misses that one. Brought down by Isaac Hedrick, who just checked in the ball game. He came in for Hallinar. 32-28 our score. With the ball, Cunningham. Beyond three on top to St. Paul. Left side pass to Thomas. Giving it off to Gaps. Salem continuing outside the perimeter. Gaps moves to the middle of the floor. Right side pass to Cunningham. Guarded by Rapp. Goes back to St. Paul, top of the key. Looking inside. Nothing there. Starts to draw in. And timeout is called by Coach Patterson. Salem wasn't doing what he wanted to, and Patterson burns the timeout. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer. You can find him in the Crossroads, 729-5165. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
And we welcome you back. Salem Tigers getting 12 points each from Braden Gaps and Gavin St. Paul. They have 28 points total, so that doesn't leave a lot of extra room, and Wofford has those. Gaps has it on the perimeter. 4:44 left to go. We are in the third quarter. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to get it to Hedrick. Cannot. Goes to Gaps. Gaps gets some separation. Both teams have changed a little bit of their strategies here in the second half. Hedrick has the top side. Goes to Gaps in the corner. Gaps gets by Machino, but now stops and goes back on top to Thomas. Thomas wants to go back to Gaps. He does. Gaps will hand that ball off. Nope, doesn't. Takes the three instead and hits. Good fake that time, and then the shot by Gaps goes down. It's a 1-point ball game with 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 32-31 Lakers. Alan Pogue flips it to Machino, right side in front of the Laker bench. Back to Pogue. Left side pass to Rapp. Left goes into the corner to Aiden Pogue. Pogue guarded there by Gaps. Gets by him by trying to take that ball to the hole. Lost it. And it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 3 for the Lakers with 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Austin Borby comes back in the game. He's going to get right in the face of Lincoln Thomas. Full court pressure. Get it into St. Paul. St. Paul handing it off to Gaps. Gaps trying to get away from Branson. Stops a 7-footer too short. Comes down to Hedrick. Hedrick can't handle it. Ball gets away. Taken there by Rapp. Rapp the other way to Machino. Machino has a wide open hole to the lane. Man, nobody got in the lane at all. And Machino just takes it, lays it in. Breakdown on defense there. Here's Thomas the other way for Salem. He does the same thing. Finds a little hole and scoots right through. And still a 1-point game with 3:10 to go. Pogue will walk it up. Salem in the half-court defense. They had pressured a little bit in the first half. Didn't generate any turnovers. The other way. Here's Pogue coming down. He lays it up again. Defense non-existent here in the last couple of plays. Pogue now has 14. The other way, Salem Tigers go for the corner. A 3 for Thomas. He's got it. And we're tied at 36 all. 2:40 to go. Pass to Alan Pogue from Aiden. Goes back to Machino left side, beyond 3. Moves from left to right, right to the middle of the floor. Goes back in the corner to Alan Pogue. Pogue flips it on top to Rapp. Rapp trying to drive in against Hedrick, and shot is blocked by Hedrick. Comes down in the hands of Gaps. 36-36 our score. St. Paul hands it off to Gaps. Gaps goes down to Hedrick. Hedrick takes it up, lays it in. Nice move by Isaac Hedrick. Shifted hands on the way up, banked it home with that left. And the Salem Tigers take their first lead since back in that second quarter. 38-36, 2:05 to go. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonah Schaefer. Remember, you can call Jonah to get more information about senior discounts or good driver discounts. 573-729-5165. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Welcome back. 38-36. We're in Camdenton. Tigers versus the Lakers. Machino on the right side. Salem with a 2-point lead. This has gone back and forth the whole game. He pulls up, takes a 12-footer, and he hits. And we are tied again. Machino with 6 in the game. Here in the third quarter with 1:45 to go. Gaps, man-to-man coverage again for the Lakers. They've gone in zones. They've gone to man-to-man. They've done about everything. Cunningham on the way down to Hedrick. And a charge called on Cunningham. And for the Tigers, that's turnover number 2 of this second half. With 1:34 to go. I thank our friends at On the Spot Auto Glass. Remember, they do exactly what their name says. They change out your auto glass on the spot. Call them 573-247-3608. Or check them out on Facebook, On the Spot Auto Glass. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Ball's in the corner underneath. And a foul on the floor against Branson. I believe it'll be on Thomas. That'll be his third. Third team foul on Salem. Nobody's shooting bonus shots yet. Ragsdale's going to come in for Cunningham, who also has 3. Inbound goes in the corner. Quick 3 up and 2 short, but brought down by Machino. Puts that one up. It won't fall. That's brought down by Wofford. Back the other way. Here's Gaps to the baseline. Gaps fires it out to Ragsdale. Down low to Hedrick. Hedrick can't get the shot off. Throws that ball back. Almost turned it over, but got a good bounce. Came right back to the Tigers. Here's the Tiger player getting fouled on the floor, Thomas. He finished his play, laid it up and in, but they called the foul on the floor. No basket. And not a shooting foul. And the foul's going to be called on Aiden Pogue. Inbound comes to Wofford. Circle spin. Shot up. Yes! It trickles in. 6 for Wofford. 38-38 our score with 40 seconds to go. Aiden Pogue in the corner. Stops. Goes trying to go down low. Does to Branson. All the way on top to Rath. Now to Machino for 3. Rimmed out. No good. And Hedrick brings it down along with Branson. They tie it up. Possession arrow will favor the Camdenton Lakers. Isaac's going to have to get stronger on those rebounds. You're going to pull it down. You got to pull it down. Not just get one hand on it. If that's your intention. If you want to deflect it somewhere, that's a good thing too. But not right there. Pass goes outside. Quick shot from the corner for 3 from Rapp is good. 41-40. As Gaps brings it down, his shot trickles in and hit the rim and laid up there. Finally fell through, and Salem back up by a single point. The other way, Poe stops, puts up a quick 3, and it is off the front of the rim. Brought down by Cunningham as time runs out. We played 3. The Salem Tigers lead it by 1, 42-41 after 3 quarters of play. We'll come right back with the fourth quarter when we return in a minute. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need to text the number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
As we come back for the fourth quarter, I want to tell you the Hotspot Tanning and Tuxes is in the Crossroads Shopping Center with 24-hour tanning available. They also have that red light therapy. And for you guys, those special occasions, you find your Tuxes right there. Hotspot Tanning and Tuxes in the Crossroads. Call 573-729-8699. A proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. And also your friends at Rock and G Western and Trading Post for all your Western apparel, boots, and decor. Just in time for Christmas. See them on Highway 19 North or call 573-247-5000. Locally owned, Rock and G Western and Trading Post. Here comes Wofford to the paint, to the hole. Shot up. It's good. Count the basket, and he draws the foul. Looked like Branson was the one that kind of grabbed him. We'll see if that's the call, unless somebody got a piece of him en route. I don't think they did. Nope. It's on Bryce Branson, his third. To the line to go Wofford. He'll try and add that extra point, always critical, and he does not. Brought down by Machino. The other way comes Pogue. Aiden Pogue in the corner, flips it back on top to Machino, down low, all alone is Branson. He scores. His first basket of the night makes it a one-point game again. Out on top, Gaps. Just underway here, fourth quarter. To Wofford in the corner at Ragsdale. Ragsdale almost lost it, gives it back to Cunningham. Cunningham, guarded there by Pogue. Goes down low to Sapah. Trying to back in against Branson. Sapah gets it, turns, spins off the glass. It trickles in. Not even sure it made it to the glass. The ball just kind of flipped up there and set on the rim. It looked like it was going to go kiss the glass, but it never spun that way. Salem up by 3, and a foul coming in the paint on Ragsdale. That'll be his third. Each team with one foul here in the fourth quarter. No bonus shots in that third quarter, Cade, but with fouls, it could be a big thing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, late in the game, if it's a close game, the defensive team, they're going to have to foul. So it's going to be critical for free throws late in the game.
Poe takes it to the hole, lays it in. Allen Poe with a nice drive into the paint. Stays a one-point game as Cunningham brings it down. Cunningham guarded there by Aiden Poe. Gives it off to Gaps. Gaps holding on to it right side. Walks toward the corner, trying to bounce pass it down to Sapah. Sapah's baby hook does not go. Can't get his rebound as it comes down the hands of Rapp. Rapp the other way, down the middle of the floor. Stops at the three-point line, shoots, and it does not go down. Ball tipped and will go back into the Salem zone on an attempted save, but it's stolen there by Gaps. And now traveling call called on the Salem Tigers. That's their third turnover of the second half. They have a one-point lead with 6:10 to go. Ragsdale checks out. 7.5 court defense. Long pass goes in the corner. Machino. Nobody even there. Wofford didn't even try to get to him. Ball tip brought down by Sapah. And then a foul's going to be called underneath. I think on Branson again. Sapah with the rebound. (46-45). Salem with the lead. Salem will be next to the Kabul tournament. As Cunningham gets it, that'll be, I believe, on the 26th. On the baseline, Wofford trying to kick it back. Goes right into the hands of Poe. Not a good play there by Wofford. Now goes the outside post and dance into the paint, and he'll be called for a travel. 5:39 to go. Wofford, I think, had a play in mind, but there was nobody there except a Laker player, and he tried to kick it back out, I think, to Gaps, but had nothing on it, and the Laker player easily got that pass. Here's Cunningham, almost stepped out of bounds, and now knocks the ball out of bounds. Boy, some unforced turnovers that Coach Patterson, actually the Laker coach will burn a timeout. With a score, 46-45, Salem on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer, wishing you and yours a very happy and safe holiday season from American Family Insurance. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Reality check number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country, and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Back here in Camdenton. I'd like to thank our friends at Quick Tan and More for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 24-hour tanning with a stand-up tanning bed or your traditional lay-down 6 tanning beds. 405 North Main Street, right across the courthouse. 573-453-8024. Proud to support your Salem Tigers, Quick Tan and More. 5:28 left to go in regulation. This game has all the markings of OT written all over it. Thomas to inbound it in the offensive zone to Gaps on the left wing. Gaps backs towards the center of the floor, picked up by Pogue. Now drives in, Gaps to the baseline, stops, kicks it back to Sapaw. Sapaw trying to drive in, and he'll get called for another charge. You just see him, they set him up. They set him up, and Gavin took his head, put it down, and drove through. Gets called for a charge. That's a good play by the Lakers. That is a really good, smart play by the Lakers. With Gavin put his head down and started his charge toward the basket, they knew that he would not stop, and they drew the charge. Very good thing. The moving pick right there by the Lakers did not get called. A travel call is now made on Alan Pogue. Wow. You don't see that very often when you see a guy get set up. But that was absolutely, the Lakers absolutely set that one up. That was very impressive done by their coach, and that might have been what they talked about in that timeout. Bounce pass over to Gap from Wofford. 46-45, Wofford spins. He's double-teamed. Goes outside to Thomas, will reset the play. Thomas over to Gaps. Man-to-man coverage, very tight man-to-man coverage right now by the Lakers. Gaps across to Cunningham. He has Rapp all over him. Cunningham to the paint. Kicks it outside to Thomas. Thomas. Now to Wofford out high over to Gaps. Tigers trying to find something open. They can't maneuver enough. The Lakers are staying right on them. Cunningham on top to Gaps. Gaps gets by one man, by another, and he's going to flip it up. Count the basket and the foul. I believe they're going to count the basket. They're talking about it. They're going to. One is saying yes. Let's see if they do still call it. Blocking foul, and yes, they're going to count the basket. So Gaps gets the basket to get the 19 points, and he'll get the free throw. Branson gets his 4th foul. Gaps shoots 2 for 4 from the stripe. Adds to his lead. 4 points, Salem Tiger lead. 4:10 to go. Bringing that ball up is Aiden Pogue, handing it off to Rapp. Rapp down the right side to the paint, to the hole, lays it up and in. Here comes Wofford the other way. 2-point ball game. Eli pulls up, goes back to Gaps. 3:50 and counting. Gaps guarded by Pogue. Now back to Wofford at the high post. Trying to turn inside. Guarded there by Machino. Takes it to the hole. Off the glass. It's good. It pinballed around, but it fell through. He's got 10. And the lead back to 4. The other way, Machino. Back on top to Pogue. Aiden flipping it to Rapp in the middle of the floor. Now across to Pogue. Underneath the basket to Aiden. Pogue turns, spins. Shot blocked there by Wofford. Brought down, put back up, and missed by Parker. And brought under control by Sapar. Parker back in the game for the first time since the first quarter. Here comes Gaps all the way down. He's going to get called for a travel. Ball got tipped, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're in control of it. The turnover number 6 for the Salem Tigers. Still a 4-point lead. 3:05 to go. We are in the fourth quarter. That's in regulation time. Pogue in the corner. Getting it, brother Aiden. Now back on top to Allen, the Machino. Inside to Parker. Double team. Had the ball stolen away by Wofford. Good strong play by Wofford there. And the Tigers come back in their Carolina blue uniforms. Here comes Gaps to the paint, to the hole, trying to go by Parker. Does. Takes it up, flips, it won't go, and Parker has the rebound. 2:35 to go. Here's Rapp down the middle of the floor. Rapp kicks it outside to Machino. Going back to Rapp. Salem in man-to-man coverage. Rapp trying to get to the paint, to the hole, kicks it outside, throws it out of bounds. It's pass intended for Aiden Pogue. Eluded him. Here comes Gaps walking it up. A little bit of pressure by Aiden Pogue with 2:10 now remaining in the fourth quarter. Inside pass to Sapal. The shot will not go. Brought down by Wofford. Wofford trying to kick it outside to Cunningham. He does. Cunningham back to Wofford. That was a bad pass, and it was stolen away underneath. And a long pass going all the way down his Pogue. He puts the shot up. No good. He's fouled on the floor. It'll be a third Salem foul. On the third steal, by the way. Not a good pass there by Cunningham. Should have taken the shot from 7 feet. A long three is an air ball and taken down by Gaps. Kind of a panic three there, Caden. Didn't see the sense of that one. And now Aiden Pogue will draw the foul on Gaps. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Lakers, his third. No bonus yet. The timeout called by the Lakers. 51-47, Salem on time. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. The 30-second break brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonas Schaefer, reminding you with 2026 around the corner, make sure you got the right coverage for your home, car, and also maybe even umbrella coverage. Get in touch with them to find out more. 1104 South Main Street. And you can call them, too, if you wish, 729-5165. Back 30 seconds, Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
Don't forget your friends at Discount Bins. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers. They got great values, including those last-minute Christmas gifts. Get on by and see them at 1201 Syndicate Boulevard East, or call 573-543-2113. Salem Tigers. They support them very, very well. At Discount Bins, a foul on the inbound pass to Aiden Pogue, which will put Salem at the line to shoot two. Remember, Michigan changed this rule a few years back. No 1-and-1s anymore. And Gaps will go to the line to shoot two. Free throw, good. Braden with 21 right now. He'll try another free throw here. That one doesn't go. Brought down, though, by Wofford. Wofford is then fouled again. And back to the line goes Salem Tigers. Still a two-possession game, 52-47. But you got to make those free throws. Salem's still sitting at exactly 50% on the night. Wofford will shoot 2. Free throw's good. He's got one more coming. That's a 6-point lead. Another one made would make it a 3-possession game. With a 1:36 to go. Still a lot of time left. That free throw does not go. Brought down by Machino. The other way. 1:30 left to go in regulation. Aiden Pogue out between the circles. Trying to go down the corner. Does a quick 3 from the corner and good. Made by his brother, Alan Pogue. And now foul called on the inbound. 53-50. It seems the Lakers have kind of gone to the foul system a little early.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, Stan. I really thought it was very early. But it is a 3-point game, but this is not who you want at the free throw line if I was Camdenton and Blake Gap.
And you would think. But again, Salem shooting just 50% from the free throw line. That free throw is short. Next one is good. 4-point Salem lead, 1:16 to go. As here comes Pogue quickly down the other way to the middle of the floor. Pogue to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. He had a head of steam up. And with 1:08, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Not sure who that foul was on. It could have been one of 3 guys. And they're going to call it on Wofford. Wofford has 11 points in the game, and now he's got the first 4 foul night for Salem. That first free throw, I know, but awful. Not only off, but it was awful. Both missed by a bunch. Next one, it is good. Back to a 3-point game. Thomas gets it, goes back to Cunningham, now across to Gaps. Gaps over the timeline with a minute exactly left to go in the game. And foul called with 57.7 seconds left by Boston Borby, who just checked back in the game for the specific reason of fouling. Again, Gaps to the line. It's still a 1-possession game, 3-point lead. Parker back in the game. Naheem in there to rebound, and that free throw's good. The Tiger players who remember Robbie Elling and Robbie. I'm not even going to go there. I was going to go there, and I was going to just say about free throw shooting. But Robbie Ellerman would never miss. And that one misses. Brought down underneath by Rapp. Still 4-point Salem Tiger lead. Rapp all the way down. Tries to lay it up. It will not go. Ball tipped, tied up on the floor. It's kicked outside to Machino. On a whistle has blown. Official on the baseline has blown a whistle. Timeout called by the Lakers coach when they had possession. I have to assume that. No, they did not. Now they do point to the Lakers coach. Very good. 55-51. 46.8 seconds left. Let's take one more break and come right back. It's Tiger basketball on KSO back in 30 seconds. Tigers lead it 55-51. And we'll return in 30 seconds on KSO Media.
Let me tell you about some new specials in the deli at Country Mart. They now have fresh, made daily sandwiches with premium meats and cheese. Made with Portofino bread for $4.99. Delicious soups for $3.99. Or you can enjoy soup and a grilled deli sandwich for $7.99. Country Mart still offers their daily specials and the everyday shrimp and fries meal. Stop by Country Mart today or online at tcmarkets.com.
We welcome you back. Timeout brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. And again, wishing you and yours a very happy and safe Christmas holiday. Again, we'll not be carrying the Kabul tournament on KSMO Media, so you'll have to attend that one on your own. And Tigers will play Summersville first game around. I think they did it last year and barely beat them. Summersville's not a bad team.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So that'll be on the 26th. I'm not sure the time. Do you remember the time? I'm not in. So if you want to check that out, follow the Tigers down at Kabul on December 26th. And that first game, just can't remember the time. I think it's 10. Why do I think it's 10:30? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Machino gets it inbound quickly to Pogue. Quick turnaround three. It's good by Aiden Pogue. And Lakers burn their final timeout. It's a 1-point game with 41.9 seconds left as Aiden Pogue gets his second three of the game. He's got 8. And then we have a 1-point ball game, 55-54. You look at those missed free throws, Caden, you just want to grind your teeth. Anyway, before we send it back, we're not going to send it back this time. We're going to leave it here. Technology Junkyard is a great supporter of your Salem Tigers at 37,228 Highway 72 North. Now, they're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. And if you're looking for some great, fantastic values in electronics, he's got some refurbished monitors at super incredible low prices. I'm going to tell you, you won't find them anywhere like that at that price. And he's also got other electronics, too, that he sells, including old receivers and different types of electronics that you just might be interested in. Find out more by stopping by and talking to Chris or give him a call, 573-453-0418. Not only does he have those electronics, he even repairs them as well. TVs, computers, old stereos. Yep, he's a magician. Give him a call or see him at Technology Junkyard in Salem. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 for 10 in this quarter. Salem needs to get inbounds. Full court pressure by the Lakers, and a foul is going to be called on Pogue against Lincoln Thomas. Salem Tigers have shot 26 free throws, and they have made 13. They lead it by 1. Now, the Lakers haven't shot very well either. Thomas will shoot his first free throws of the night. And he makes the first. That's a key one with 39 seconds left. The next one also key. It's still a one-possession game. But a 2 will tie it right now. If he hits the next one, it will have to take 3. And the next one is up, and it is good. 3-point Salem Tiger lead, 35 seconds to go. Wrap over the timeline. Guarded by Thomas. Man-to-man coverage by Salem. Out on top to Pogue. Top of the key. Pogue backs up, takes a long 3. It's offline, no good. Brought down by Machino. 25 seconds left. Back to Pogue. Goes across for another 3. This one's short. Goes out of bounds on that attempt by Aiden Pogue with 19.8 seconds left. Big offensive rebound by Machino there to get it back for another crack. In full court pressure. Inbound comes to Gaps, and he's fouled immediately by Borby with 18.4 seconds left. Critical now that he hits at least one. The Salem Tigers over 50% for the first time tonight, so we don't want Braden to get us back there. Four for 14 is what the Lakers are from the stripe. And the free throw by Gaps is good. One more coming. 58-50. No, 59. 54. That one is short. Brought down by Rapp. Rapp the other way. Rapp in the corner of 3. It's off the iron. No good. Tip. Brought down by Wofford. Can't handle it. 8 seconds left. Here's Aiden Pogue trying to get around. I think a foul's going to be called on Wofford. He foul out with 6.6 seconds left. And that's what you don't want to have happen. So Wofford will foul out of the game. He has 11 points in the contest, and he has 7 rebounds. But it allows the Lakers to get points with a clock stopped. 6.6 seconds left. So Aiden Pogue, who has not shot free throws, will trap his first one, and it is no good. Parker comes in for the rebounding aspect of it. He checks Branson out of the game for the Lakers. And the next one, this one is good. That will make it a 3-point game. So Tigers cannot turn this ball over. Cunningham trying to get into Gaps, and Gaps gets it back to Cunningham. Nicely done. Then Cunningham is fouled with 3.7 seconds left. And if he can hit one of two, it'll pretty well assure the Salem Tigers will win. Foul is called on Pogue. Cunningham, who does not have a point tonight, misses. All you need is one. This should be the 30th free throw of the night for the Salem Tigers, if my math is correct. Cunningham shoots this one, and it's short. Comes down and goes off of the player, out of bounds. Well, I don't know how the Lakers could call timeout. They never had possession, but they did with 1.1 seconds left. As the ball hit Machino out of bounds, but they give him a timeout. 58-55, Salem on top. 1.1 seconds on the clock. I don't know if they'll go back and look at that, Caden. They don't do it in high school very much. You see it in college ball all the time now.
Yeah.
But not too much in high school. And again, we want to thank all our great sponsors. And we want to thank all of you for joining us for Tiger basketball for the first half of the year. And, of course, we will not be covering the Bull tournament. And our next game will be in January on the 2nd. So we'll have that game. We do want to tell you earlier tonight, the freshmen won 30-26. And they're now 3-2 on the year. The JV also won 49-17. They're 2-2 on the year. The varsity trying to get over the 500 mark. They're at 3-3 on the year. So let's see what happens here after the timeout called by the Lakers. Down by 3. Of course, it's going to be a desperation half-court shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Salem, what they cannot do is foul.
No foul.
They do not need to foul, especially if they throw one from like the free throw line on the other side.
Well, they won't have much time. All they got to do is make sure that they have to throw it into somebody close down here.
Yeah.
Just can't give them the long throw down the floor on the inbound. 1.1 seconds left. They're going to put Hayes right in front of Machino. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Get up there, bounce around, do whatever you have to do. Machino trying to get in. Hayes jumping all over the place. They fire that ball out to Pogue at center court. His three-point effort's up and almost went in. That ball hit the backboard and rimmed out, almost tying that up from right in front of the scorer's table. And we saw Mr. Groover do that. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, we saw that happen up there in the Sullivan tournament from half court, right about the same place. But the Salem Tigers hold on as that half court effort falls just shy, and Salem does go to 4-3 on the year with a 58-55 win. Caden, I wouldn't say it's the cleanest win I've seen the Salem Tigers have this year. A lot of mistakes made by both teams in this one. The Lakers missing a lot of free throws tonight. That really hurt them. But it's more like the turnovers, not exceptionally bad by either team, but still, you got to hit those. You got to hit those free throws. You got to be 70-75%. And but if both teams did that, this still would have been a very close game. But as I look right now, 2 of 4 for the Lakers in that fourth quarter. They finished 5 of 16 from the free throw line. The Salem Tigers, as I'm adding this up right now, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 free throws in the fourth quarter. How many do you think they made?
I want to say 7.
8. Exactly half. Exactly half. So we shot 16 out of 32 free throws in the game. Salem now rebounded for the most part. Camdenton the whole game until that fourth quarter. Salem only had 2 rebounds, finished with 22. Camdenton had 8 rebounds, and they finished now at 21. So it got a lot closer, but Salem did a great job rebounding most of the night in this contest, but just, again, they couldn't get the putbacks. They couldn't get those extra points you get off the rebounds. That did not happen for them. And the Salem Tigers, though, do hang on. They win it Our final score of 58-55. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back, and I believe you kind of wrap it up a little bit, Kate. You can tell us a little bit about what you saw tonight, and tell our listeners what maybe the Salem Tigers need to really work on for hitting that Kabul tournament when we return in 3 minutes. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
May your holiday and New Year be filled with the joy of family love and the remembrance of Christmas past as well as present. Mooney Auto Supply hopes that your family's every wish be fulfilled and the joy of giving will fill your hearts. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff and management of Mooney Auto Supply, your local Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
At Four Rivers Community Health Center, we provide compassionate care for the whole family. From routine checkups and chronic condition management to dental care and behavioral health services to support your overall well-being. With locations in Rolla, St. Robert, Salem, and now in Cuba, quality care is closer than you think. Schedule your appointment online at fourrivers.org. Call or text 573-426-4455. At Four Rivers, we're more than healthcare. We're your partner in health.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Welcome back to Camdenton. Time for our United Country Salem Realty postgame show. As, of course, we always want to remind everybody, when you're looking for real estate, get the people who know how to do it right. Don't just assume you can go find your own real estate. You might get lucky. But then again, talk to the people in the know that can guide you to the right place you're kind of looking for. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, whatever it might be. Let them show you the different homes that are available. Or if you're looking for commercial property, or maybe you're looking for farmland, or maybe just that recreational land, get in touch with United Country Salem Realty. Bat Wells, your broker owner, 573-729-3148, or stop by 605 South Main Street. All right, Caden. Salem Tigers get the win, 58-55. What did you see tonight that concerned you a little bit, and then what did you see tonight that you thought was really good?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I will start with the positives first.
Sure.
I think they started really well, Stan. Gavin St. Paul, he had 12 points in the first quarter, and then I think he only had 2 points in the second half. But Gapsy started off cold, and then he kept going, and then that's how he scored 24 points. He ends the night with 24 points. They kept fighting. As a team, like when they get down, there's a lot of teams that just kind of just fall over. So being able to keep fighting and then come out with a 3-point win over Camdenton, which they haven't beat them in over 3 years.
No, it's been a while.
It's been a while. So beating them is a huge win for Jared Patterson and his bunch. what I really want, I think they need to make more rebounds. They started really well, and then the second half, I mean, they continued it, but the second quarter, they just really couldn't, get the rebounds that they needed. And then the putbacks. That's the biggest concern I have with the Salem Tigers as they go into the holiday break. But Jared Patterson knows what he's going to review it, and then at practice he's going to work with his big guys and everybody, because it's not just the big guys, it's everybody as well.
I agree with all your assessments. I really do. That pretty well is in a nutshell. My only other concern is that I occasionally see Salem Tigers try and force passes in, and they try and needle and thread them. They try and get through the smallest itty-bitty little hole with a basketball. And a basketball's got a pretty good size per diameter. A hand can get in the way. It can hit. It can be off just a tick, whatever it might be. Salem likes to use that low game. I know that with Sapah and Wofford down there, they got two pretty good pillars down there. But the problem is that once the teams know you're going to go down there and they start double-teaming you, you're trying to force that in, and you're really handcuffing the guys. They can't move. They really have no maneuverability at that time. And I saw Wofford try and do it. I saw Sapah try and do it. And they can't get that clean flip, that clean shot, because they've got these guys, and they're surrounding them. Not only two, but sometimes even three. So I wish at that point those guys would understand that they need to kick it back out. Or maybe have somebody else come back through the lane and kick it to them for a free shot. I'm not seeing that movement in Salem Tigers. I saw a little bit in the JV game, didn't see it in the varsity game, and I think that's going to be something they really need to start concentrating on, because those teams now know, and they did it with Sapah. They didn't figure it out in the first quarter. They sure did after that. He didn't have but 3 rebounds the rest of the game and 2 points after getting 12 points and 6 rebounds in that first quarter. I mean, he was a dynamo out there, But once the team figures it out and the coaches strategize it, as the kids can pull it off, they're going to shut that guy down.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. You're exactly right. Sapah, he started the game really well. And then their coach, they finally figured it out. And then when Sapah put his head down, a defender was right there, and they took the charge. That's what I want to see Salem do on defense as well. If there's a guy, especially a big guy, that they're playing against, and it's just absolutely just tearing them apart. What I want to see somebody like Lincoln or Sapah just step over and take one, because I haven't seen much of that, especially here.
No, and there's times that it could be done, but it takes a special person to take a charge. And we all know that. You played the game. Some guys don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
They don't want to get that full-on body experience where you're going to get popped. Now I'm an old hockey player. That would have been something I'd have liked. But the best one we ever had was Nathan Wood, and he could fake it better than anybody, I know. But he also took a lot of good hard charges. But it takes a special person to do that, because they have to stand in there. They can't. You've got to commit. You've done it.
Yeah.
You've got to commit your body and know you're going to take that pop.
Absolutely. I took 12 charges last year, and that was the biggest thing I wanted to come back to, especially when I was hurt. Because actually, 1 year ago today, I was playing my first game because I was coming off injury, and we went into the Kabul Holiday Tournament. We beat Winona, and then we played Norwood, and that's when I got my first charge. Then I kept it going. So.
Well, like I said, and it's something you can set up. We saw Lakers do it to Gavin tonight. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Gavin. That's the way he plays the game. When he gets around that one guy, he's going to put his head down and take it and drive it and lay it up. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what their coach did. They had a guy standing right there waiting to get run over, and Gavin obliged. And I'm just thinking, sometimes you can see it, and I know sometimes you guys can't see it from the floor down there. You're sitting on the bench. But when you sit up high like this, you see that happening, and you can see it happening being set up.
Yeah, it's so much easier to see it up here,
sure.
Especially on the court. But, yeah, I completely understand. And, what Sapah really needs to do sometimes, especially when he dribbles, got to keep your head up sometimes. Yeah. And then if he's there, you can kick out or you can have a little floater.
I know he's a very determined young man. So, I'd say nothing away. His desire to play and exceed and succeed and excel are there, and I will take nothing away from that. But that sometimes, though, you have to concede that the other team has already figured out what you do best. They're not going to let you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if they do let you do it, look out, because they're setting you up for something else. And that's just good. That's good basketball IQ. You got to be able to read it. And I tip my cap the Lakers coach. He read it, figured out what Gavin does, and took advantage of it. But again, we had Wofford got tied up. We got St. got tied up. And even sometimes when we went inside, we just never even took that 7, 8, 10-foot pull-up shot. And that's the one we're going to have to start taking. Ryan Cunningham had a couple opportunities to do that. Instead, tried to force a pass back down low into that low post. You just sometimes can't do it. Take that 10-footer. Take that 8-footer. You know, you're going to have – if you get confident in your shooting ability, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think, Ryan Cunningham, he had a couple of opportunities. And I want to see the most important person I want to see do that is Lincoln Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, he did so amazing with the 10-foot jump shots. And that's what I want to see going into the Kabul Holiday Tournament when they play Summersville.
And Lincoln hasn't been doing that so far this year. He's getting about 7 to 10 points a game, and he was doing 20, 25 at times last year. So a little bit difference in his game. Let's go over some of the stats for you to wrap things up here so we can all head home for the holiday, especially all those who are on now Christmas break at the school. Congratulations to that. Enjoy it. It's time off. And so we wish all of you out there, by the way, both Kay and I do, a very, very happy and safe Christmas holiday. And I know it's still 5 days away, but still, we're not going to be back on the air until after that. So, again, please have yourself a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you're traveling, please be careful. Do not drink and drive. Please be careful. All right, leading the way, as Kate has already alluded to, is Braden Gaps with 24 points, 14 for St. Paul, 11 for Eli Wofford. Leading rebounder was St. Paul with 9. Wofford had 7. And then we got 7 points from Lincoln Thomas, all coming in the second half. Got 2 points from Isaac Hedrick. A key 2 points, I will add, because it stopped a streak that the Lakers were on. And then also we had good rebounding by Braden Gaps, too. He had 5 rebounds. Hedrick had a rebound. Ryan Hellnar had a rebound. 2 rebounds for Ryan Cunningham in the contest. Salem had 25 total rebounds on the game, 16 of 32 from the free throw line. They had 7 steals, 15 turnovers. If we go to the other side of the ledger, Camdenton Lakers, who fall to 2 and 3, had 20 points from Alan Pogue, and he almost made it 23 with that shot at the buzzer. 10 points for Brady Rapp, 9 for Aiden Pogue, 6 points for Michael Machino, 3 for Naheem Parker, 2 for Bryce Branson, and also 3 for Boston Borby, and 2 for Krasi Petrov Diaz. He got very limited time back in the second quarter. That's the only time he came in. They had 20 rebounds. Their leading rebounder was Machino with 6, 5 each for Pogue and Brady Rapp, 2 for Naheem Parker, and then 1 each for Borby and Petrov Diaz. They finished with 20, 5 of 16 from the stripe. That's less than 30%, or 33%. That's about 30%.
Yeah.
That's not good. Salem 50%. That's not good for free throws. So both of those teams really need to be able to hit close to 70%. 7 steals for the Camdenton Lakers, 14 turnovers. So even game. It shows in the stats. It shows the steals, the turnovers are almost the same for both teams. Free throw shooting was pitiful for both teams. And the rebounds actually got close by Camdenton now rebounding Salem by 8-2 margin in that fourth quarter. That's a big difference. Big difference. All righty. Very good. So Salem Tigers 4-3 on the year. They'll go into the full tournament. That game will be on the 26th against Summersville. Again, I didn't bring the bracket, so I don't have that with me. But anyway, you can find that bracket. It's on the Salem High School website. It's also on, I don't know if it's on the Bull website on their high school or not. I would have to assume it is. But anyway, nonetheless, we will announce. It'll be in your old day come Monday or Tuesday. Make sure you check that out for the time that starts. And, of course, Bunker will also be in that tournament. They're the number 1 seed. Bunker is 9-0. Bunker is average. Kate, they're averaging 81 points a game. And they're only giving up 51.
Man.
That's a 30-point spread for the first 9 games. That's very impressive.
It's going to be hard for someone to stop them in the Kabul Holiday.
It will be. But, you never know. Somebody could get sick. Somebody could get hurt.
Absolutely.
We don't want that to happen.
Absolutely.
But anyway, those Eagles are on a roll. And then also our Lady Tigers, by the way, will be in the Mountain Grove tournament. And I know that they'll get underway, I believe, Monday. So they're going to get started a little bit earlier. And I think then they have the break, and then they finish it up after the holiday, I think on the 26th. So I think that's kind of a little bit different for them, but it'll work. Earlier tonight, the freshmen won 30-26. They're 3-2 on the year. And as you mentioned, they played really well. And then the last couple of minutes of the game, things just kind of went haywire. And then the JV, they came out, and they actually just lit them up. At one point, that game was 21-0.
Yeah, it was. I think Camdenton didn't score their first point until
2 minutes
15.
left in the second quarter. Yeah, 2 minutes, and then it was something crazy at halftime. Big lead for Salem, and they go on to win 49-17. They're now 2-2 on the year. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight, Caden. Again, thank you for helping out. And Caden did a little bit of practicing with the JV game prior to our game tonight, and look forward to having you back. Now you're going to be with us on the 2nd.
I'll be with you on the 2nd.
All right, very good. So Caden will be making another token appearance, and we always appreciate that, getting the insight. And again, we hope you enjoy that because he was a Tiger last year. He's coming off, knows these guys, knows their tendencies, knows what they do best. And if anybody's going to be able to give you the insight, there the guy is right there. And we do thank him for attending with us here up at Camdenton. Not a short trip, but but definitely one that was well worth it. Salem comes away with a 58-55 win. For Ben back at the station, and for Caden who helped out today, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanking you for joining us again. Merry Christmas from everyone from KSMO Media, and good night from Camdenton.
More variety, less repetition. KSMO Salem. More variety, less repetition. KSMO Salem.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors. Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.